What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? This is Caesar with Chatterbox, and today we're going to be discussing the big news that Marvel released yesterday. So we have officially, Marvel has officially announced Thor 4 with director of Thor Ragnarok, Taika Waititi, coming back and directing and writing Thor 4. So as a huge Thor fan, I'm very excited for this news. I'm actually traveling for work, and now I was traveling. I was driving, listening to the news, and it was announced that Thor 4 was released, and the director. So didn't have a chance to record my thoughts earlier, but now that I do, I'm just very excited that this is happening. Many things came to mind when I was hearing the news, right? But the one thing, as a Thor fan, I need some closure, man. I mean, the way they ended, the way Endgame came out, as a huge Thor fan, I particularly did not like how, or the direction that character was taken in Endgame. So I'm glad they're bringing back Thor and moving on from what many might not consider a trilogy. I mean, the first two movies, man. I mean, you're being nice. You can see that they were good, right? But Thor Ragnarok was just the hands down the best Thor movie, and easily probably top three in my book when it comes to the Marvel movies so far. So with the success of Thor Ragnarok, and bringing Taika Waititi back, that it just makes sense for Marvel to continue with this, right? So just some thoughts really quick on how that works, and with renewing Chris Hemsworth's contract as Thor, that's a big thing for Marvel, because they can actually lean on something going forward, right? So there's a lot of rumors out there. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of news that I've been hearing about Dark Avengers and possibly Young Avengers and the new movies coming out. There's going to be a lot more clear stuff on Saturday night when Marvel takes Hall H panel there at San Diego Comic Con. So we're going to be doing a lot of videos on that, so make sure you follow. But there'll be a little bit more clear direction of what Marvel is taking. My personal thoughts is having Thor as a bridge or a connection to a possible new Avengers is a great idea. I mean, if you can bring Thor back, one of the cornerstones of your last 10 years, now that Robert Downey Jr. is gone, Chris Evans, if you can bring the character Thor to be that bridge between your last 10 years and your possible new 10 years of Marvel movies, as a fan, I'm very excited that that's actually happening, right? So so Taika Waititi, he's known a little bit more for comedic work, so I really hope that comedy doesn't really is not the main focus of Thor 4. Ragnarok had comedy in it, but the story was awesome. I'm trying to remember who the writers were for Thor Ragnarok, because it wasn't Taika Waititi, so he just directed the film, and he took that 80s nostalgic type of look and took it into Thor, which was awesome. I really enjoyed that movie. So that happening right now, he's going to be writing the actual script. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing what product, the final product would be, and the year we release and all. So as you can notice, I'm a huge Thor fan. My son actually left his Thor hammers in the car when I was traveling, so I was able to use this as a little prop for now. This is not usually my setting, but I had to record this news, and I had to get it out there, and had to get my thoughts out there to you guys. One thing that I think caused my thoughts on Endgame, and how the two movies before Endgame that Thor was involved in, you can easily make an argument that he's one of the strongest Avengers, right? The way Ragnarok in that final battle scene, all the imagery and all the things that we got from Thor in that final scene were freaking awesome, right? The way he dives Raiden style towards all the enemies I mean, that's just awesome. That's Thor, right? And then you got the iconic. It's going to be one of the most iconic parts of a movie. Bring me Thanos in Infinity War. I mean, that was just amazing, man. I mean, that scene, it gives me goosebumps even now when I'm seeing it. So when I see it, anytime I see Infinity War, so that right there, that is what Thor is, right? And then you get Endgame, and you get Endgame with Thor, and I understand what they were trying to do. He blames himself for the snap and for not going for the head, and so I get that. Right, I just don't like the direction that they took Thor, the character. I know I was reading that Chris Hemsworth actually was very. He wanted that. He wanted to keep that. They pitched it to him, and he was like, "Yeah, sure." I just felt that was not the direction that I would have liked to see Thor as a Thor fan, right? But at the end of Endgame, though, when you get him teaming up with the Guardians, and we got that that little preview of how awesome it could be in Infinity War, him going and teaming back up with the Guardians. I really hope that with Guardians 3 and Thor 4, that they kind of cross over. I mean, I would really like to see a little bit of a crossover between both. I know James Gunn already. I was reading that James Gunn already turned in his script for Guardians. So I hope that they can just kind of fit a little bit, not make it the main plot point or not make it the main theme, but if they can kind of fit Guardians and Thor into each other, that would be awesome, man. I mean, we see how much of a cool thing it was to see them together, right? So I really hope that they combine them to when it comes to the movie, and just very excited. So very excited. Great news before San Diego Comic-Con and Hall H. I know we're going to get a lot more awesome news from Marvel. I'm going to be making videos on that as soon as I get back home in my regular studio. Kind of do a little mock setup here with my props and all. But once I get back, we'll talk a little bit more about San Diego Comic-Con. Watch out for those videos coming up. Please hit the subscribe button. I really enjoy doing this, and I would like to share my thoughts with you. And please hit the subscribe button. We're going to be bringing out a lot of more videos soon. For the local area here in McAllen, Texas, we're going to be doing a lot of videos with local artists, local businesses, things like that. So I hope that we get a large following from the area here in South Texas. So you can follow us on Facebook, Chatterbox with Caesar. You can look it up like that. Also on our YouTube channel, how I mentioned, please subscribe. Chatterbox with Caesar. I look forward to bringing a lot more content to you. And I thank you for the opportunity to be doing this and talking to you about what I love and my passions, and also I really appreciate that. I want to hear your comments, so I want to hear your thoughts. Comment below what you think about Taika Waititi coming back, Thor 4, what your thoughts would be on what the movie should be about, if they should cross over with Guardians. I would like to hear your thoughts and see what you think, and hopefully we will be right and have that little crossover would be amazing. But just the fact that they're making Thor 4 is just awesome. But once again, follow us on Facebook, Chatterbox with Caesar, and click the subscribe button below. Without you guys, I mean, I don't get to do this. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Talk to you later.